Pope Francis was secretly taped during phone call with the cardinal. Quotes here. Pope Francis attends his weekly general audience in St. Peter's Square at Vatican on November 23, 2022. CNN. Pope Francis was secretly taped during a phone call with one of his cardinals. It emerged during an ongoing financial trial at the Vatican on Thursday. A Vatican court heard the audio recording between Pope Francis and Cardinal Angelo Pesciu, a defendant in the trial, in which the cardinal asked the Pope to confirm that he had authorized the payment to help free a kidnapped nun in Africa. Journalists were not allowed to listen to the recording, but a transcript from the Italian financial police was subsequently published by Italian news agency Edin Kronos. Three defense lawyers at the trial also later confirmed the content of the conversation to Vatican journalists present. The recording was made by a third party in the room with Cardinal Pesciu during the phone call conversation, which took place on July 24, 2021. The call occurred 3 days before the beginning of the Vatican trial, in which Pesciu is accused of embezzlement and abuse of office, and just 10 days after Francis was released from hospital for intestinal surgery. In the call, Pesciu asked the Pope to confirm that he had authorized the payment, which the cardinal made to self-described security consultant named Cecilia Marogna, who is also charged with embezzlement in the trial, to in turn pay the British firm Inkerman Group to help secure the release of the nun who had been kidnapped by Islamic militants in Mali in 2017, the transcript states. The amount paid, according to Cardinal Pesciu, who was at the time the number 2 at the Vatican's Secretariat of State, were 350,000 euros to the British firm and 500,000 euros in ransom for the nun. According to the transcript, the Pope said on the call that he vaguely remembered and asked the cardinal to put in writing what he would like the Pope to confirm. Under Vatican law, there is no provision for the Pope to be called as a witness in the trial. Cardinal Pesciu, who was fired from his job and stripped of most of his rights as cardinal by Pope Francis in September 2020, who has always maintained that any financial transactions he undertook were fully approved of by his superiors, including Pope Francis. Pesciu and Marogna have both pleaded not guilty to all charges in the trial. A statement from Pesciu's lawyers sent to CNN on Thursday did not comment on the secretly recorded phone call. Revelations of the secretly taped phone call and what Pope Francis knew about the Vatican's financial transactions are just the latest in a long and complicated trial which centered on the Vatican's purchase of the luxury building in London, in which 10 dependents were accused of fraud and extortion.